Verse 491. There are no reasons, no statements, no illustrations, no syllogistic members to the intelligent who know that the external world is the reflection of mind. The translator has actually said of their own mind. The mind has got a capital M, so it doesn't really make sense to talk about one's own mind with a capital M. As I mentioned in the previous video, I think there's a bit of confusion here. We're not talking about the world as a projection of our own limited mind, of our own moods, but the world as enlightenment itself. And we're told that there are no reasons, no statements, no illustrations, no syllogistic members. I presume this just means some logical argument. This is something that we need to see for ourselves. And it's something which I've been looking at in the last few videos. A couple of videos back I mentioned about how we can listen to or tune in to the tone of the world. Another way we can talk about this is presence, a sense of presence. The world has presence. So this is what we are tuning into. Not all of the things that we think make up the world, but to a sense of presence. I'm experiencing a lot of frustration at the moment due to limited mobility in my lower limbs. But it's brought up a lot of stuff to do with very primitive parts of my personality. It's mainly to do with impatience and frustration, a sense of being hard done by, wanting to throw tantrums too easily. It's almost as if this is a presence in my body. It's firing through me. Very unhappy, in great discomfort. It's a rage which doesn't have anywhere to go. So this is quite interesting. It's like it's been flushed out. It's been flushed out by this discomfort in my lower legs. And all I have to do, really, for the only choice I've got, is to let it wash over me. It's a very strong energy. And it's easy for it to get tied up in knots. And sometimes when I've been talking about enlightenment practice, I talk about being aware, being equanimous and so on. Which is kind of difficult if that's the very last thing that you're feeling. But if we can tune in to the presence of the world, then this gives us another option. The consciousness, that is our very own awareness, the awareness that's hearing this, is also the consciousness that holds the world. It's a consciousness that is conscious of the world. It holds the world. It embraces the world. So this awareness isn't in here, or it's as much in here as it is out there. In fact, the terms in here and out there don't apply. There's just consciousness, just presence. This is what we can relate to, rather than the individual frustrations. The individual discomforts. And the challenge is to do this as we get on with the demands of our everyday lives.